Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Why? I don't know why OBS is like just effed up all of my game settings. I don't know why it's done that. There we go. Hi! We're back in Final Fantasy. And I gotta give you guys bingo because I haven't eaten. Started new audiobook, liking it so far. It's very clear to me listening that the author is definitely a D&D player. Little things like the 1 platinum to 10 gold, gives it away. Let's go. Right. I'm right in remembering that that's the way you transport to the other island, right? It's already been like a month. I'm forgetting. Oh, I have a letter. God damn it. I should have read that while I was in Gridania. Can't read that here. There's no Moogles. Right, yes. We just had a cutscene, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of talking. Oh. I just realised. Don't need you anymore. Hang on. That was Tuesday's game. Nice. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with the matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept engraved crystal and the quick-fingered Aureus made off with it. Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureus. There is no guarantee it hasn't dropped or stashed the crystal away you seek. Already a good start. I am still slightly sick, so I feel like this is going to do a number on my throat because there's going to be a lot of dialogue. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you're hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor, just in case. Could I ask you to join in the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Many thanks. There is a small bridge leading to the... Yep. Let's meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Maybe this time I'll actually get the aetherite. Here it is. Pretty place. Ooh! You're pretty. I'd love to know if there's a mount that has that appearance. An antlered coeurl kind of thing. I feel like the tickly cough has upgraded into a chesty cough. I have a bag of chisps. Hello, Core. Finished Cat Quest 1, it was pretty fun. In a day? You finished it in a day? I'm glad you liked it. And I think that's technically the first instance of me doing a sponsored stream, because technically that was sponsored, and someone actually buying the thing that I was playing, so nice. Our last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better. One or two. Did it have a dog in it? Because I think 2 is the one with the dog. I already had it, but I don't think I only don't have the 3rd, and I'm thinking of buying it, so it still helps, I guess. I don't know. I didn't get. It's not like I got given a code, so. I don't know if they would know if that was directly a thing, unless you, like, tweeted about it, but you don't need to go that far. I'm not that into it. By which I mean... Not that I'm not into the game, that, like, I'm not into sucking up to people, you know? Wonderful, now I can focus on your tale without missing that concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? Yes, actually. I have often been asked to do so. You too. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Azim, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys was lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I'm still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Me and Doug hunt two-tempered lagging tepid sea was nice. Nice. How did you find it? Steve is way harder on two-man, in my opinion. It gets hyper aggro if you're wounded. That sounds about right. Like it nose down this guy and they lose. Even to this day, I don't know what drives a monster's desire to attack one party member over another. Because it's not always I'll target the lowest, but it would be neat if there are monsters who will literally target the lowest. I always thought that Odogaron, given that Odogaron inflicts bleed, should target someone who has bleed on them, because, you know, he got a sniffer. He can smell blood. There's a cool mount that with horns, but it's not the stag horns like that one. Oh, that's a shame. We're going to help locate that missing crystal was my distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is that one thing leads to another. Would you agree? Yeah, I'm on quest level 87 at the moment. Yeah, my ninja's falling even further and further behind. But we have got Moogle coming up. It's going to be we're going to be Moogling next week. Is the mount for tanking way too many dungos with a Dark Knight? Haha, no thanks. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I return the stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I'll join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. We Mooglin. We Mooglin. I have to get me a Doug. Have to get me the Durg. I have 2 Durgs. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. I have tea. Happy I'm moving out, Dad Eve. Huh? Really?
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
I need the doggos and the dragon. I already got the doggo, so I'm good. I feel Steve is harder the fewer people you have because of how incredibly aggressive it is. Like, I was stamina during poison hammering the bugger, getting off some deflects with the hammer, and he just never calmed down. It took near death to get him tired. Yeah. Stragus is one of those monsters that, like, doesn't stop. I mean, he just keeps going. A little bit like Oda Garen sometimes. He just keeps going. Like, he will be worse performances, like he has higher odds of just deleting someone. Yeah, he's more wider sweeping. Ooh. Mankind is being forced to flee.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
One thing about us moogling is we get some treasure maps in, that's true. I can do some of the higher maps now. Some. Bread. Ugh. Yeah, it's probably a lot to take in.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain. But your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
I wonder. Yeah.
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Now we're getting into wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically.
I need to wash my hands. No wonder I felt like it was dark. It's because the light wasn't on. It's cheaper to go back in time than it is to go to Dragon Asia. Yeah, Anime Japan. Yeah. As Jesse refers to it.
The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity.
Oh dear.
I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
I think he took it well.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Grief. Yeah. Grief changes a person. Dynamis is key.
Ah yes, the energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon? Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Games like, just because you're in a pretty area, we're going to stop taking a sledgehammer to your emotions. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy for you. Shall we begin our investigations? I'm acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Just I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. Observers who live here will surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon. I have a good idea where we might begin. Well then. Finished my tea. See the woman standing in front of yonder building? Her name is Ismanin? No? She's the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held the position for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be. So I leave the choice of topic up to you. Ismene? I don't know. For me, well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Oh. Greetings, my friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, Mistress Fanar. Anything to be of service? What do you wish to know? What kind of person is Hermes? What is that? Oh, it's It's a fox stuck in a washing machine. Oh my god. Vixie. It's Vixie from the person who got their avatar in Party Animals. Yeah, I was just looking at that myself. I was like, oh, it's the person that's in Party Animals. That's kind of cool. They got to just be in Party Animals. I know it looks like I'm low down. I'm just far back. I'm leaning back. Because we in cutscene. The only answer from my own experience, but... Described him as a quiet man, reserved you might say, occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. Man is walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail and is the leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. If that answers your question, was there anything else? Hey, Strap! Who was the owl cult person? It's not really meant to be an owl. It would genuinely take too long to explain because I've been playing this game for like 5 years. Do you know of Metian's abilities? I meant the name. The name? Oh, it's Ismene. I don't know how you pronounce it. Still coughing. It's no secret that she's highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often takes his rounds with her, like a mother hen raising a cheek. Stop dying. I'm trying, okay? Standard MMO escalation of scale. Right now we're talking people that literally made parts of the world. Yeah. Not technically gods. Do or do not, there is no try. Wow. Only a Jedi deals in absolutes. I understand that she is able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies, I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I have not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you wish you knew him better? They're good emotes. Did I doubt in more absolutes than the Sith ever did? Yeah, I know. The chief may not be more gregarious, most gregarious individual, but he engages with us as necessary to everyone to perform their duties. I wouldn't want to intrude upon his privacy for the sake of curiosity. Though if you wish to know more about Metian, you could try speaking with Timaeus, another expert in the creation of flying concepts. You should be conducting your observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take particular joy in rambling, of course, I suggest you keep your questions concise. Master Chef John Halo Man. It's him. The Master Chef. We're still supposed to root for the space cult that takes kids and refuses to allow them to ever see the family again if they haven't seen it. Still love that Star Wars is just space D&D. There's loads of options for space D&D. Not just Star Wars. If it's not obvious, I'm not a Star Wars person. Thank you, door. We should keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Temex, I think we've taken enough of Isnin's time. It upsets my Star Wars fans when I say that. Why? What's so upsetting? D&D's good. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here I propose we split up. I will continue making inquiries with the resident observers. You can track down the colleagues of someone mentioned. Given how you steered the previous conversation, 'tis plain you need no assistance from me. All I ask is you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish speaking with Timaeus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these correctly, and I don't care enough to check. Haunts. No. Look, I have a bird. Both Sith and Jedi are on the scale of fuckery, but at least Jedi educate and take care of kids instead of just killing them. Unless this specifically needs to mean it's a rule which can be made flexible. Anyway, I hate the Republic, bloated mess of a thing. It is. Also, it's horrible, but it's great writing as to how flawed and mad it is. Sure. I'll take your word for it. Because I'm not a Star Wars person. Also, that's not a Borb. This is a Borb. Fat Chocobo. Orb. Well. Behaviour described by some as large and in charge. In truth, when summoned, this gluttonous gorman will flap nary a feather, unless a garland of Geishel greens is dangled before him, in which case not even the laws of nature can slow the fat chocobo down. Which is why you have one on the string. Very good. They come in other colours, but I don't have any of the other colours. It's my but please get your voice down, you'll startle the birds. What is it you wish to speak about? Is it true you're an expert on flying creations? A fellow enthusiast, are you? Yes! Settle in and we can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep abiding love of avian artistry can be tracked back to when I was but a young boy, stricken by the transcendent beauty of glorious golden-feathered creature my father had designed. It was then and there that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. Is that a chocobo? Is that a chocobo? Thus I did secure an observer's role here in Elpis, and at least realise my childhood ambition. Here, the dreams I once dreamed are an everyday reality in which I find fulfillment through research and creation of new flying life forms. I abridged your accounting of events was doubtless to your disappointment. Is there anything specific you would like me to expound on? You were hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creations. Why didn't you say so? Those beings which soar across the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favourite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concept continues unabated. Jesus, that's loud. Peak male performance, exactly. I love that we just had. Well, my takeaway from this conversation is that Chocobo is God's favourite creation, and I'm okay with that. Okay with that. What sets the Chief's creations apart, however, is they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments without riding the currents, all without riding the currents. I know none save he who can conceive such marvels, even he who cries elegance of form above all else is dumbfounded by such things. Metian too is a marvel, then. My opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my adoration for Metian as a concept, I've never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. Chief Hermes would choose to submit Metian's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then we will design. Then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analysing Hollis' creation material, that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artist, and looking for advice, that would be a entirely different story. Dynamis and the Entelechies? Those terms sound vaguely familiar. Was that a flower here made in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It's been centuries since I last heard someone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. I should really return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. I'm sure I chose the right stuff. But I chose what I wanted to know about. Good timing, I finished my own investigations not long ago. So, have you any new findings to share? I see, even an expert in the field has little understanding of Metian's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Herming's colleagues view Metian as his personal project and will provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with the significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definite conclusions. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the Entelechies which control it. Most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus I'm inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about Chief Overseer and his familiar. On that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Metian, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She and her sisters were created to journey in search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unsolved, I feel we've touched on a vital clue, one that could help us as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to this place, not far from here, just follow the path to the west. I'm fully on board with the not so much a theory of Darth Jar Jar. It's canon in one of the games, isn't it? But like in a meme sense. One of those like multi-dimensional things. Alternate timeline nonsense. This tower and the one further along are both parts of this place. The facility where they achieve all of Elpis' observation and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here. I'll cut my architectural lessons short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over in the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Anon. Never made canon side for me. Maybe LEGO Star was doing it as a joke, I think. It's been acknowledged, I suppose, is the correct thing. It's not just a fan thing, it's been acknowledged. Anyway, I don't care. You have any questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. More questions. Oh, I wish this cold would go. Ugh, I didn't sleep very well. If you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviours, we should have sufficient data for our official records. What was it you wished to speak with me about? There's a child. Oh, I missed the A. Chief Overseer's personal research project, and by that I assume you mean Metian? Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing research carried by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly what when Metian appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Herman's side. Although do I recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me? Galeen is my partner and fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Metian heavensward. A host of them. Several days she would speak of the scene in wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she'd ever witnessed. Sounds like a story I would like to hear. Mistress Fanar, I thought you had already returned to the surface. I'd like to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. I do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after the task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Cool, got a candy. Cool, you get a lot of stuff from these catches, but I think it's because you've got such a high, like, XP thing with this channel. Would you favour me with a retelling of this sight which delighted your Galeen? Of course, or would you rather hear it from her lips directly if you prefer? Present, she is observing a subject in this place. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures. I knew that was a sea place because of the thallus, the thallus part. I think I'm maxed out. I think it's all one word. I don't think there's a space. Command. I think commands always have a one word for the root command. Because it's poker catches the root command, and then the ball type that you specify as a secondary. There you go. Yeah, final goal. Yeah. So Core gets bonuses in this channel for maxing it out. I don't remember what they are, but... She does enjoy her time there watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing across the salty waters of the oceans recreated in sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Vanna, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. It is a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as a Zen. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed serve as the basis for many techniques we still use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there's not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honoured. We shall take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person. Allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. I'll take you to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. What a wild statement, I can't wait for you to die. It's true. It's true. Yeah, Zephyros is where all the flying stuff is. I can't see the name of them here, but the Thalas has something to do with water. And Boreas means tree. Which is interesting because there's trees everywhere. I'm not sure what Euros is, but Boreas is true. Because arboreal, right? Or is arbor the arbor park tree? I can't remember. I don't speak Latin. I tried to for a very short period of time. My grandma could speak Latin. Open the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you'll find yourself in Metabesos Thalasi. Yeah, the Thalas part. Oh, you're not too far off the next level up. Queen will be eager to share her tale with you, I'm sure. I'm sure my loyalty is pretty low because I actually don't catch a lot of Pokemon because I'm busy doing the stream. Mistress Vanna, just passing through. Allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there's always an observer or two on the upper Skyway. I have over 300k Pokemon. Yeah, I've reached the point where I can pretty much use Ultra Balls for everything because I have so much money. I can just buy so many Ultra Balls because I get income passively for being a streamer with the game. So I just have a lot of money. Mistress Vanna, I was not told to expect. We would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen, if that might be arranged. Yes, Galeen, of course. I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. I still save Ultra Balls for special things. I have so much. I have so much. It's a good sign, though, because you having a lot of money shows you're an active chatter.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
You have to be an active chatter to gain money for the game. Excuse me.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
I'd just say yes. Yes, the world is beautiful.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
That was a fun gesture. I murdered an ice woman so many times a horse popped. No, the whistle popped out.
Would that I could have been there to see it.
Technically, you get the whistle. The whistle summons the horse.
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word.
Well, that is correct. I prefer my retelling as it's amusing. Fair.
And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me. An epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility. Built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness.
Didn't get it out.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
We did.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the
like
Thalsai
her.
after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone. Like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think? We sort of kind of like carried on from that. That was a lovely speech. That was just really nice. It's nice to hear someone who's in love with literally life itself.
But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Matea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
This is a nice interaction. Both of them. Another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others. Which suggests that either someone will which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter more likely possibility, proceeding under the assumption our next step should be to divine why, or even if, he might desire such a terrible fate to our star. I am a Vanar supporter and I will fight gods for her. That's ironic considering who Vanar is in the other Final Fantasy games. I'm just gonna say that. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Matea. We fought gods for less, that's true. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Lily said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand that same vantage point, it should not prove difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? I haven't done compass in a while. Northeast. There could be one on this isle. 400. Once. Interesting. What's that? Oh, it's another teleport spot. Okay, it's on the other island then. Worth checking. What's up there? Good lord. Marble. Yeah. My doorbell has just been rung. I'll be right back. I do also need the bathroom, so I'll be a while. Don't go anywhere. Hello. I return. It was just someone selling stuff. By the time I got down there and answered the doorbell, they'd already moved on. I went to the bedroom. Was it a package? No, no. I am not expecting. I am not expecting any more packages. I have my 2 dragons, who, funnily enough, I have actually just picked up to put on my lap because I was like, it's actually cool enough now. This last few days, it's been way too warm. But I literally sat down and I was like, I'm gonna have a cuddle with the new dragons. No package. I'm not expecting a package. I'm not expecting a package. As nice as it is to have a package, I'm not expecting one. Oh, so pretty. Thank you. Thank you for being so sweet. You still coming? No, you still. One over there, is it? If I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Maybe on the conspicuous island that is framed between us. What about that one? Have you means to fly? It's quite a distance. No, I haven't found all the Aether currents yet. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To be Argos. Dog! My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Exa here over that island? Stubborn creature, there's no place on this great star we have not together travelled, and yet he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. There's rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. You've ridden him before? Ah, but your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. It's certainly not unthinkable. Speaking of the here and now, a quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Huh? Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and we should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two in the bargain. Huh? You seem doubtful. But useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveller out of time? Choose your battlefield. Exa does not shy away from a challenge. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Dog doesn't like you, guess we gotta fight. When I was Azem, so you have to imagine she was also once always eager to run the war. By the way, lock the fuck in. Oh man, but I was just getting comfy. I'm gonna have to take the dragons off my lap now. Look what you had done. You're making me disturb the children. They're so weighted that I'm like, I don't think I should put them on my desk. Because they're so hefty. My desk already has a slight bow to it in the centre, so I'm like, I shouldn't put them on the desk. Alright. You're correct, but also how dare... Oh god, I'm not locked in at all. I'm gonna lose. Our electric is weird at the moment, it keeps going away and coming back. Uh-oh. You're not having a storm or anything, are you? Sword and shield. What's this music?
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Fascinating. We're playing Guild Wars, I tried to double tap to dodge. Ow, okay, yeah. We always have to do one or two. I'm not gonna know how to dodge it if I've never seen it before. It's made me love her. She a paladin default. Nice. Ah.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Oop, I went the wrong way. It's not the place it was before. Well, I'm doing even worse. Awareness of my surroundings. Refer to the bit earlier when I said I'm not locked in, I'm warm and tired.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Where do I... Slightly too... Okay. There's arrows. It would help if I looked and saw the arrows. If I'd seen the arrows, then, you know. Looking helps.
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Ah, she's changed.
No quarter.
I understand. But can I do it?
Have a taste.
Oh boy, okay. This old chestnut. Oh boy. Oop, out again.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Oh boy, okay.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Uh. Oh no, I'm not good at time crunching things. Oh, that's a lot. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things happening very fast. Jesus, oh my god. I literally can't cast abilities fast enough. Okay, I only got one. Only one got through.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
Is this an active time maneuver or what?
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Okay. I love the dichotomy here of the music is peaceful and soothing, while the action is yeah. Nice though. The limit break you. Oh, they did! And I lived! Yay!
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azem when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
It's the music that isn't Undertale. Elk. I was gonna say, yeah. It's all I can think when I hear it.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
August will soon have us standing in the very spot where the Matea made their departure to the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. I hope that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. That we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. Flower upon your return? Aww. This is going to be sad, isn't it? We'll allow August to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over the island. Good dog. Good dog. Oh, 8th current. Right in front of me. One left, which will be the one I detected up here. Prepare thyself. I was already preparing. Oh, and now it's all cloudy. You can't see it. Oh man, we don't have a clear sky for it. This whole expansion could be summed up by that one
Quite
line.
a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place, not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
Oh.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion?
And yet...
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are any number of places where Hummus might be in Elpis. We could do worse than to look in this place. The largest facility, it stands over here, in the Northern Isle. I wonder, Exa, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they would find room for them on so few islands? The answer lies within Kitsis itself. I touched on the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. It is there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of the Elpis substructures construct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the north of... Yep. Hi, Nan! I am having a good day, thank you. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much for always popping in and saying hello. It means a lot. It really does. I'm doing alright today, trying to wrap my head around a logic puzzle. Ooh, what kind? What is it? Do these quests give Aether currents? Yes. You're a visitor too, aren't you? Perhaps you might be willing to help me? Then, did you happen to see a blue-haired woman in the area? She wouldn't have been wearing a mask. Don't talk about me, are you? She and I are students of the Academia and Ida, and we intended to spend our downtime visiting Elpis together. I don't usually read all the subquests, I'll be honest. Or at least I don't read them out loud, I should say. I'm stopping by to say hello, Tailwhack. We'll see. Oh, that is a fate. That is not the quest. She's all the way over there? Okay. I have to figure out how to get a 5-layer screen to stay in sync with all the layers, with all sorts of different data, and one of the layers isn't doing too well. Interesting. Sounds very technical. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Oh, an escort quest. Yeah. Just hope I'm doing it right without messing up, because it's Android mobile programming in Java. The form itself is our most complicated format of mobile programs. Oh, yikes. Clever stuff. I'm sure you'll work it out. This is fine. Wow, Core, who are you to judge? You're just repeating what you've heard on Pirate Software. Here we go. I'm a .NET dev actually. Been working on C#. The mobile developer needed a hand, so I volunteered since I wanted to get some experience on my resume. Ah. That's why it's a joke, because there's humour in repetition. That's also true. That's why we tap the sign. Java and C# aren't too different, thankfully, but Android is certainly different than .NET. I literally know nothing about programming, and I'm in awe of anybody who's capable of doing it, so wow. This one over here. How many of these are left? This one, and I'm going to assume a main story quest. So we're probably about going to be unlocking flight soon. I'm usually in awe of anyone who can do art. Ah, yes, shakes hands. Down here again. I'm impressed that the computer speak is beyond me to the point where I can't set up my own VR avatar without help. I mean, I think there's a bit of a difference between a VR chat avatar and programming. You don't need to know any form of programming script to upload a VR chat avatar. But I understand the concept that you are trying to communicate. We are bewildered by the capacity of skill from those around us, indeed. I'm surrounded by many smart people. I don't have a VR avatar, I have a VRC in Quest 3, but I've never been able to actually get in VRC. Oh, no, really? Yeah, chat is fun. I was talking yesterday about how I might log on tonight. I tried to meet people in VRC, but the places I went to in public, everyone felt so cliquey and closed off. Understandable, understandable. That's what things like Ferality are good for, but I understand not wanting to pay the cost. They haven't done one in a while. I would recommend trying to go to the next meetup that Bard hosts. It's been a while since they've done one. Because you'll meet a lot of like-minded people there, and people who you were, at least, you know, like me, who it's like, well, you'll have interacted with, so it won't be like complete strangers. And you take the initiative. My computer mana is just high enough to get my computer to run with minimal issue. I mean, I feel that. I don't even know what my computer's made of, because I have a person to do it for me. I think some people think I'm more tech-savvy than I actually am. Use technology, I just don't understand it. There's a difference. In the same way that people will drive cars, but that doesn't make them engineers. Click a button, will beat boop. Exactly. Exactly. I've had that little niggling in my brain of I might want to see if I can make another avatar base, but I just know that it's like a lot of time to sink into one project, so I don't know. I don't know. Because making the little assets was working well, and I do want to get back to doing that, I think, as well. As always, too many things I want to do. Yes, I'm definitely going to finish your quest line. Readers, she did not. Bye. I'm definitely going to do all of these quests that are on this map. I just had a cup of tea, but now I want another one because it soothes my throat. I'll settle for just drinking more water. A bunch of nerds, affectionate. Hi, Nemo! How are you doing, darling? Ah, good. The nurse acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Hyperborea, we will follow this path, and then turn left at the crossroads. As we nom done. Anyway, I need to go back to work instead of procrastinating the headache spaghetti code in front of me. I'll be doing the work. Thank you, Nan! I hope you are able to work it out. Northwest. Ooh, I need to be careful as this class because it's underleveled in this zone. Northwest still. There it is. Doing very well. Excellent. Two markers for the same quest. So I think we just need the main story thing and we'll be able to fly here, which means we probably don't have too long here, even though there's another zone still. Or maybe it's the devs are literally like, once you need to go to this zone, you've been everywhere else, so you might as well fly. I don't know. We'll see. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Can't stay by, I wanted to drop in, have an amazing stream. Hey, thank you, it's appreciated. I hope you have a good day. Hermes is at another facility, as we just discovered. Ah! Furthermore, we confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Metion, were entirely private pursuits. No one else spoke with us prepared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbours no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Hi! We're getting to know the gays. I am. My new old friend. So saith the illustrious M itself. Yes. Hi, Nemo. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. Our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythelodia's sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Fair point. Which in turn leads to our next question: how did Hermes, in this role as Van Daniel, not recognise the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced in perceiving truth and would have known that Van Daniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end, of that I am certain. Yet. Seems there is more to the tale after all. Conducted an investigation of our own, you see. Exposition. How comforting, we seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. See no reason to delay further, 'tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for understanding. Save your thanks, I didn't. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. He's literally just like, I'm gonna help you so I can prove you wrong. As Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. It's exactly like Emmett, yep. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. Is like just adjusting his glasses. There he is, on the next aisle over. Metion is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over there before they venture somewhere else. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to this place from the device at the bottom of the slope. I can't pronounce any of these names. How's your day going? Really wish this cough would go away. Sleepy. Sleepy. That was me this morning. That's because I slept bad because of the cold. I got a job interview in a few hours though. Oh, fingers crossed. Hope it goes well. And now we're over here. They're close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see up ahead. The name Hungering Gardens is concerning. Well then, excellent. Make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. If all was present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work at the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... then again, perhaps Hexa can handle them. She did survive a bout with Fana, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Ooh. Big lake. Big lake for fishing, mayhap? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god. No, I don't like it. Oh no. Gross. Oh god, the sand and these things make me think of Silithus. No one likes Silithus. I disappear from my Warhammer till like 40k. Adios. Bye! You don't normally do that on a Thursday. I hate it here. This is gross. Where are they? There he is. Pat, pat. I quested exactly one time and said this never again. Yep. Do you like the Marlborough Tower? No, I don't. I don't. Marlboroughs are not great at the best of times. I'm not a fan of them being stacked. It's got a hand. That's a hand. No, I don't like it. Nothing good ever came out of Silithus, so I'll fang the man who is an expert on Silithus. Bye-bye! What are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodius and MXL company. An important matter? And unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. Will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. You're telling me. Yeah. I don't want to ever come back here again. I should take cough medicine after stream. You spoke with Hermes then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confirm with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet Olga who would recreate Amarot in the depths of the ocean, I think it's best for us all concerned if tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, naive hope though that is. It was all for nothing, yay! Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. Please let this be voice so I can rest my throat.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Just the go on then.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter. On the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without a Theris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Aliens.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts!
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh God.
This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
Okay. 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 What the fuck? The camera work is amazing. The camera work is so good.
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right?
No!
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Okay. 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 Are you telling me that the thing that is causing the end of the world came from outer space? And the whole reason that it like found us is because you sent out a bunch of birds to be like, let's find out what's out in outer space. Well, you fucked about and you found out. Thank you, Hope. What the hell is with this Tropius? Not exactly. I mean, it's a very vague approximation of it. I'm aware that there's probably a lot more involved. But, you know. I've only got a tenuous grasp on what's going on most of the time. Around behind this tree, there's one over there. We'll find out in a minute. Evidently I will. Again, I don't expect you to give answers when I'm, you know, in the midst of doing stuff, because the game will likely give me those answers at some point. But if I didn't vocalize my thoughts and feelings, it wouldn't be a very interesting stream, would it? Typhlodeus is so gender. This is true. That's a true fact. They have so much gender. Their gender is yes. Enemies mustn't hear them. I have to run. I have to hide. Yeah, I did think, where would someone hide? Underneath something in the shadows, probably. Fail to hear Mitchin's voice, she must be somewhere else. God damn it. Ooh. It's not here, is it? I don't want to go back. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Greetings and salutations. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. Dang it! Please don't follow me. You sense her climbing the top of the ridge. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it? In doing so, we bring it upon ourselves. Why am I getting Adventure Zone vibes right now? Anyone else getting that? There sure are some creatures in this place. Emmett? This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her. Follow her voice. How did it come to this? Is the reason we travel to the stars, why we sought other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? It cannot be, it cannot be. Drifts away to the south. No, thank you. Tell them we don't want any. Jesus, it's like a globule fused with a plant. A conspicuous hill. And a blue tree, also conspicuous. Although there are other blue trees. Ooh. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all people of Atheres. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the questions. Finalizing reports. No, Exit, you mustn't listen. It's wrong, all wrong. Richie's angry voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Yes. Panicked and confused, which make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Meteor are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which has disrupted this usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? I don't know if that's a good idea. Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Meteor's case, it means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteor we lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best get our musings aside and concentrate how we might find her. What are you thinking? My dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with Surfeit Aether? Much how MXL solidified your presence when we first met you? It'd be absurd. I can hardly channel Aether into a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Exa will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely position, you will proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift etherical downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leith. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Exa and Emmett Silk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmett Silk and I will keep an eye on each other's Aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. It's not good, not good, not good at all. Seems we're partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteor and pick up the trail from there. Carry out my wayward brew. I'll keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down Aether on a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. It's called Lethe, or however you pronounce it. Once. Look at that water, beautiful. Yeah. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide then. No one can find me. She went to the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. But at least the open expansion make her easy to find. We won't lose her this time. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days will know. If I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to the remora. What's the matter? Afraid to get wet? Ah, remora. Hopefully we can find her within the next 10 minutes. Not here. I'm not here, please. By that rock is she? Very well. The snap. Always the snap. Why can't I hide? There's no need to run. What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Get Thanos back to life. That's just what he does. Make me say it, it will break him, his poor fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Spook's back home. Up, huh? big, massive up arrow. I leveled up from finding a new area. Oh, there's a teleporter here. Thank you, God. Unexpected. But always welcome. Is that problem dealt with? Is this Naos not in use? Seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Metin's essence. We move on. Level 89, and we're almost at 90! Woohoo! We're almost at 90! There! I see her. Quest is called Follow, Wander, Stumble, Listen. Yeah. Not lost on me. Come back round here again.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. Haunts. See? It's just what he does. Poor thing, I feel bad. Even though Hansi manifests as fruity. I think I have that Hans.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
It's a really similar one you get from the Endwalker Deluxe Edition. Yes, it is one of the deluxe editions that I believe I was gifted when I got gifted the expansion. No wait, I think it was it. Is it Endwalker or is it Shadowbringers? I don't remember, but yeah, it's one of the deluxe editions that I got gifted by my friend.
If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable.
Fear.
Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria.
They're all gone, aren't they?
Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
They're all gone.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Hokto. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
That look.
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
Wait! Wait!
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Okay. Uh-oh. I do love they gave him the Scepter of Hermes as a weapon. I did notice that, yes. That is a good detail. Now what? Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? These answers assuage the pain you feel when creation is returned to Aether? Had you never cast your accursed questions into the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I wasn't quite picking up what they were putting down, but it was the vibes, you know? The vibes! The vibes! The vibes are rancid, everybody. Vibes are rancid. So... and there's the last Aether current. Okay. The vibes are very rancid. They are rancid. Okay. I need to end stream on it. So great cliffhanger to end stream on. Great. Take care. Thanks for coming, everyone. Cool. So, come join me next Thursday to find out what the hell happens. Well, a lot of you who are here know what happens, but I guess come to see how I deal with it. That's the wrong button. My brain is frazzled. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Right. Wrong lever! Literally. Sorry, I'm just dealing with whatever the hell that was. So yeah. There's no one I feel like raiding today. That was something. Yeah, that was something. Sent birds into space to find other life forms and ask them what they live for. We found some, and the answer is they had nothing to live for, so they unalived themselves, which is not a positive message. So now we're dealing with the existential dread of what is the point, I guess. It's been a while since I had that what the fuck moment. Yeah, Final Fantasy be like that. Final Fantasy do be like that. When we first see Meteion, oh look, it's blue, now it's Del/Kika. I don't think Kika has the existential dread as much, although she is a star child and is very space themed. Okay, that's a lot to process. That's a lot to process. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna wrap up stream here. Don't worry, it's okay. It's okay. It will be okay. I'll be fine in like an hour because I'm gonna go have food. There's more coming. Yay! I mean, I'm guessing that there's either a dungeon or a trial coming up where we're gonna have to go fight. Well, Hermes. I was gonna say whatever thing he turned into, but I guess that is Hermes. So, yeah. So I'm guessing that's what we've got around the corner. To be fair, it is a long time since we had a trial / dungeon. So it is time for one. Yay. I'll see you guys next week. There's also going to be Moogles next week, which is amusing, but I feel like we're at such a key point that I can't just stop and go do Moogles. So we'll probably, at the start, go do the rest of this story and whatever is going to be thrown at us, and then maybe we'll do some Moogle dungeons afterwards. But we'll see. Because Moogle event is starting on the 8th. And I want that dragon mount. I only have to move forward like a fraction of an inch, and it's so dramatic on the face tracker. I swear I'm not leaning forward that much, but it looks like a lot. Right. Okay. We can do Moogles off cam. We can. Yes, we can do Moogles off cam. It starts on Tuesday, and we will be back on Thursday. That's me done for today. I will see you guys tomorrow to hopefully finish off the video, is the hope for the day. I do need to record the intro and outro that I will probably try to do tonight. And then we're going to be playing Peak for the first time as part of game night. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye-bye, have a good time, bye! Yeah, I'm going to go. Have a good day, whatever it is you get up to. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.